Okay. So first of all, thank you for inviting me to speak today. My name is Shannon Canis, and I am a physician, founder, and the CEO of ArithmeType. And in this presentation, I will give an overview of our hardware and software, universal math keyboards, as well as demonstrate how to use our free math pages and describe upcoming features in development. My curse is being a little strange. Okay, so math is usually written by hand, but what if you can't speak or write? The student pictured here is my 17-year-old son, Sean, who has nonverbal autism and dyspraxia, which make it difficult for him to plan his motor movements. These disabilities prevented him from writing with a pencil or speaking and waylaid his progress in school due to his inability to communicate. Speaking apps, or AAC, were difficult for him to use beyond requesting his favorite foods or the bathroom because he found them visually overwhelming with all the pictures and confusing because of the multiple screen changes. But he learned to type at age 12 and it changed his world. We discovered an intelligent boy inside who could finally communicate his true thoughts and could now complete grade level homework. But math was a different story. As most of you know, math is hard to type. On laptops, you have shift keys, alt codes, character insert menus, the numbers that are at the top of the keyboard in a line. And on-screen keyboards have confusing screen changes, symbols hidden in submenus, lack of sensory input as well. So what I did was look to solve this problem and make it easier for my son to type math. So I'd like to play this video. This is on YouTube on ArithmeType, so please feel to go back and watch it if you want with captions. I'm going to keep the captions off just so you can see the whole screen right now. That is my son writing.
Shannon, is this supposed to be sound?
Yeah, you don't hear it?
No.
Shoot. Do you have any suggestions?
When you started when you started to share your screen, did you click on share with optimal sound?
Optimize for video clip.
Yeah.
Shall I start it over?
Yeah, or you could just explain what's happening on the screen.
Yes, typing math is hard, so I'll just pick it up from here.
typing on the keyboard, ranging from the simple to
Perfect.
complex math. 9 plus 6 equals 15. 27 is approximately equal to 30. F of x equals x squared plus 5x plus 4. X equals plus or minus the square root of 7. 3 pi over 5 is greater than or equal to sine theta. UDL accessibility features include large font, high contrast for visually impaired, colorblind friendly color blocks, key guards available for fine motor difficulties, section covers to decrease unneeded visual distraction, and the math keyboard can be scaled to your student's level by using convenient section covers to visually block information that your student does not yet need. Plus, it's a handy place for those with motor issues to rest their hand as they type in a nearby section. No more drop-down menus, alt codes, or shift key combinations of standard laptop keyboards. No more confusing screen changes, searching in submenus, or lack of sensory input from on-screen keyboards. Now is the time to enhance math output for all students who have been challenged to show what they know or rely on adults to work through every complicated step.
And then we're going to talk about
And just released, the new ArithmeType.
We're going to talk about the app in just a second. So yeah, again, from the video, here's another pause on the screen. You have numbers in the center, like a number keypad, as well as operations, math letters down the bottom right, symbols on the left and right, and then the early elementary level and upper elementary level represented with the covers. The Universal Math Keyboard works with really almost anything, with rare exceptions: documents, websites, apps, extensions, add-ons, and is compatible with screen readers such as NVDA and JAWS. There are just a few keys that are not spoken with those programs, but those can be added with those specific programs. And then we do have key guards, and the actual current colors are black and white. And they come in both a flush depth and a deep depth. Some like one or the other. I've heard it mentioned that children who use styluses like the deep one better, but personal preference. And in addition, there is the new calculus keyboard, which covers Chrome, Linux, Mac, and Windows again. My son is currently in pre-calculus, so he'll need this soon. So as you see, it covers both early and later calculus levels. Early is represented down here in the black, integral, sums, and up here at the top is multivariable calculus, symbols, bold letters, vectors. And now we'll talk about the ArithmeType Math Keyboard app for iOS. And again, I have a YouTube video for that, for an overview. And hopefully you'll hear it from the beginning.
The ArithmeType Math Keyboard app for iOS offers simplified math typing for an iPad or iPhone, with no complicated searching for characters in hidden submenus or getting lost in screen changes. Instead, this app uses pop-ups to keep users grounded on the home page. Pop-up items are clearly labeled and provide just what you would expect inside. Here, we will show typing math on a Google Doc. For example, if you want to make an exponent, the superscript pop-up brings up number choices, as well as choices for letters or symbols. Similarly, the subscript menu offers these same options. The app replicates the ArithmeType hardware math keyboard, with logically arranged sections according to grade level. The center section is focused on early elementary skills, such as arithmetic, money skills, and time notation. For example, 7 plus 4 equals 11. $10.33. $4.89. The left section includes characters from the upper elementary levels. For example, 16 is approximately 20, or 77 is greater than 33. To plot on a number line, the symbols in the upper left corner can be combined to form a line with open or closed ends. Finally, the right section is intended for middle and high school math courses. The common algebra and geometry symbols are at your fingertips, clearly labeled and accessible. Now, it's more straightforward to type something, such as f of x equals x squared plus 3x plus 4. Or angle ABC is congruent to angle DEF. Pop-ups for trigonometry are located along the right edge. So, sine theta equals 45 degrees. And with the lowercase alphabet pop-up in the bottom right corner, you can easily choose any other letter variable you need. Further, the calculus button in the upper left corner has a pop-up menu with an array of relevant symbols. Together, these sections cover arithmetic through calculus. The ArithmeType Math Keyboard for iOS is an option to use on any website or app that allows users to change the on-screen keyboard. How does the keyboard help increase sensory input from a smooth touch screen? Keys are highlighted with touch to provide visual input of the key that was selected. In addition, users can turn on the iPad's auditory pop and/or speech, with each key typed to help increase sensory input.
X greater than or equal to 9 pi.
This accessible design is intended to help all students type math, despite what challenges they may face, such as autism, dysgraphia, dyspraxia, intellectual impairment, or other neurological disorders. In addition, users can toggle off the left or right sections, if needed, to tailor the screen to the appropriate math level. We hope you enjoy the power of typing math simply with the ArithmeType Math app, now available on the App Store.
So yes, more details about that. The Universal Math Keyboard app, or as the narrator said, it works on all apps and websites with the globe icon. It also is compatible with eye gaze, switch control, and voiceover. And pop-ups keep the user on the home screen. And as you said, colors arithmetic through calculus, and as the section covers to block visual distractions. So again, this is the early elementary level. Both covers closed, and the upper elementary, but just the right cover closed. Now I'd like to go on to the free math typing pages on our website, which include addition, subtraction, multiplication, graphing, and a blank page, which has math language formatting embedded into it. Coming soon, we have division. Paid features in the works include saving and sharing work, homework photo uploads, and typing answers on your homework. So math page demonstration. The first thing I'm going to do is, this is a screen of a Chromebook that I've recorded. I thought it'd be interesting to see it on a Chromebook. and I'll narrate as it is being typed. So first, in the upper right hand, there's enable high contrast mode being turned on or off. And then first we're going to click and change that to y equals 2x. Tab down to graphing mode, press enter, and you're in graphing mode. When you press enter, you'll make a dot. The arrow keys move it 1 over and 2 up. Enter key, 1 over, 2 up. Press the enter key. Next we'll go to display plot, and that will see that your work was right, and you can toggle the point labels. We'll try another one. Now we'll do something a little more difficult. 1/2 x squared minus 3. And this time we're going to work on the point coordinates first. So see if x is 0, y is -3. If x is 2, 2 squared is 4 times 1/2 is 2 minus 3 is -1. And if x is 4, 4 squared is 16 times 1/2 is 8 minus 3 is 5. Now we go back to graphing mode and put those points on the graph. So we'll go down to 0, -3. Then we'll go over to 2, up to -1. And then over to 4, and up to y of 5. And now we can check our work by displaying the plot, and it fits. And now I will do some live typing on the ArithmeType.com web pages and show you the other features that we have available. So first, here is the home page of ArithmeType. Right in the center here, you see the math formatting pages. And it directs me to select a menu item at the left. And I will start with addition. So this is made to be as user-friendly as possible to someone who has motor issues and is navigatable by just pushing the keys and the tab button. So let's type 456.
Shannon, we can't
Yeah.
see the screen.
You can't see my screen?
No, it's a blank screen.
Oh, please remove this. Okay, wait.
Also, we do have a question in the chat.
Okay.
The question
Thanks.
is, how do you find the app? Is it a Google extension, Apple Store, etc.?
It's on the App Store.
Okay. Is it Android friendly or no? Just the app, just the
It's
iOS?
only iOS currently.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Well, let's try this again. I'm not sure. We're going to math formatting pages. Move this window. Let's try it on this page.
Still blank.
Do you still blank?
Still blank.
We can see your cursor moving around. It's just behind it. There's just a dark
Okay.
gray box.
Okay, it says please move this window away from the shared application. So my entire screen is off, but that's okay.
We can see now.
Now you see gray again?
We see gray again.
I'm not sure why it's not letting me go on the internet. Anyone have any ideas? Maybe I'll unshare my screen.
And just share, like, don't share the PowerPoint, just share what you're trying to show us.
Okay.
Because it seems like something is blocking that.
Yeah, I took the PowerPoint down. I actually don't need it anymore. Screen sharing has stopped. I just want to show my web page here. Does anybody else has any good ideas? I would think I'd be able to share a web page.
You should be able
Oh.
to.
Yeah, it's not giving me that as an option.
That's,
Screen, whiteboard, iPhone or iPad. Portion of the screen. Let's try that. Do you see this now?
yes, we see your web page.
Great. Okay. Let's make it a little bigger. Okay, so we're on the ArithmeType.com homepage. I'm going to the math formatting pages, the center section. Basically, it discusses that math typing on a blank screen can be hard. Directs you to pick one of the options at the left, and also helpful hints about lining up algebraic equations on any sort of document that has built-in tabbing like Google Docs or Word, etc. So, addition. So we'll type in our first number, and what I type will be automatically on the left, transcribed on to the right of the screen. Then I push tab, and we'll do 59. If I tab down, I can add an additional number if I push enter. So, all right, let's do that. And then tab again. I don't want to do an additional number, so it brings me right to the ones place, and I can start adding. So that's 15, 16, 17, tab to carry the 1. So 10, 11, 12. Carry the 1, and that gives me 5. And I actually know that's right. If I put 6, it will turn yellow. So good practice to become more accurate. Now I'll show you a subtraction, which is the same general premise, but with some other neat features. We'll do 4 digits, why not? Tab, 88. It'll bring you up to the top so you can start borrowing numbers if you need to. So 14 there, and I borrowed, so that'll become a 2. And then I have to borrow again, so that will be 10. And that became 1 because I borrowed. And I still need to borrow. And I don't. I might have done this wrong. Anyway, so then we'll subtract. You got 8, 4, 11. I guess I didn't really need to borrow at the end. But anyway, I got it right in the end. And multiplication was just rolled out a few months ago. And you'll notice these numbers are a bit smaller. primarily because if you have larger numbers, it's going to fill the page up. But I'm going to keep it easier for myself and just do it with 2 numbers. So we have 3 times 5 is 15, carry the 1. Now I have 3 times 4 is 12, that gives me 13. Now 2 times 5 is 10, carry the 1. And you'll notice how the other entry is crossed off since I've already gone beyond that level. We're in the 10 section. And then 4 times 2 is 9 plus is 8 plus 1 is 9. And then I can add up what I got at the end. And that is multiplication. Graphing you already saw. And then this is brand new. It just was rolled out last week. So this is math typing on a blank page. And it's also, these are all free math pages. But it would allow a student to type, for instance, if you're looking at a worksheet, but you need to type it on a screen, but you want a screen that has the bells and whistles that make typing math look better and is easier. So this has built-in math language in it, which is, in this instance, MathQuill. So if you do fractions, you'll just push the slash bar and automatically it will format it into a proper looking fraction. Tab will get me out of that. If I want to do an exponent, x, caret symbol, give me that. And then if you want to, if you were solving, say, you push enter and you go down to the next line. So 1/2 x to the 26. And then I could show the line where I subtracted 6, but I didn't do that, so I guess I won't. And subtract 6 from both sides. I want to give me 27, and so on. You could, I guess I can't insert a line if I've already gone past that point. And then at the end, you can either check it, or you can click back on and open it back up. If you click somewhere else, it'll automatically just display. Another neat feature is that you can move it to a different part of the screen. You can also change the font size. So it also has the high contrast mode available. And the newest feature, which I now have to bring up again from my email, unfortunately. Has math typing on with a homework photo upload. Apologize, I have to just find it quickly. And here it is. So now we have what looks like a similar screen to the blank page. And we may play with the formatting of this a bit more to get more space on the screen. But down at the bottom, you see you can upload an image. So I've clicked that box. I am going to do my son's pre-calculus homework here. And it is along the same lines of the pop-up that allows you to type. So I don't know if you guys remember pre-calculus, but cotangent is cosine x divided by sine x. I push the tab key to get over, and multiply times sine x. Sine x cancels out on the top and bottom, so you're left with just cosine x. And we can do one more if you guys want to geek out a little bit here. So I don't know if you remember the trig identity, sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals 1. So 1 minus sine squared x is cosine squared x on the top divided by sine squared x, and that reduces down to cotangent squared x. So that is one of our newest features. And yeah, so that is, you can scroll down to show the entire page. This wasn't a full page that I took a screenshot of. And yeah, so all of this is on the ArithmeType.com website. This homework upload feature will be listed down here and will be a paid feature, as well as sharing and saving work of what you've typed. So that is all I have to show you, and I'll be happy to take any questions. Let's see. Nicole had said, just to clarify, this is working in Chrome, so it will work on a Chromebook, MacBook, Windows device. Yes, yes, it will. And working on a website that is not a subscription or is a subscription. Everything that you see currently listed here is available and free for anyone to use. But the math homework upload will be a subscription service, which we're in the process of setting up. Let's see, once you have typed everything into the online pages, is there an option to copy paste this information into a Word or Google Doc? There is not currently, no. That could be the next phase, but you would be able to share this to your teacher as well. My son's school had predominantly been using Google Docs for the math, his online math that he does. All his classmates do it on pencil and paper, but he does it online. But this year in pre-calculus, it's all been worksheets, so it's all been PDFs. So this will be very handy for us. And he actually ends up emailing it to his teacher because he's the only one that does it digitally. But yes, that is something we can look to in the future as well. Because I do like Google Docs. I think it's really useful. I know a lot of people like Word or have a Windows computer, so. But that's not currently available. I have not tried it actually. I could try it. I'm not sure if it would work. Things can distort. So, does anyone else have any other questions? I can see the top, but there is a print feature or button at covering your top area. You're welcome. I think if you move your Zoom controls to the bottom of the screen. Oh, I see. Okay. currently at the top of our screen, there isn't a lot showing other than enable high contrast mode in a blue bar. Okay. There, I moved it. And any other questions? Yeah, so to print the page, I can show you. If you go to print, it will show you in a second. Like I said, I didn't take a photo of an entire page, but that's how it would look if you wanted to print it. And we'll have the option of sharing with other teachers or people that are needed. I will say my son and I use the keyboard every night, and I can't imagine doing math without it. It's kind of a godsend. The frustration level is very low because he can find everything he needs. It's really great. And actually, as far as 3/4 of the year through pre-calculus, the main math keyboard has covered everything we need to. So I think the ArithmeType Calculus Edition would be more useful in an actual calculus class. With pre-calculus, most of it is covered so far. I don't know what we're doing the last few months in pre-calculus, so I guess I'll have to see. That's a really good question. Do I have an idea of what the subscription costs for the upload feature and date for when it will be available? I am hoping within the next month, since we basically have the technology now. We just have to get the subscription features available. I haven't determined an exact cost yet, but plan on it being fairly reasonable. I know it's very vague, but I don't want to say something and have to take it back later. So less than $50 a year, I would say. The main keyboard cost, list price is $299. The calculus key, and that comes with the keyboard, the cord, obviously, the section covers, and a carrying case. And the calculus keyboard is $99. The key guards are $59 for the set of 3. They're made by a local company out of in the Twin Cities area, and they're made out of polycarbonate and are unbreakable. So that is also excellent. They did really great work.
Any final questions, anyone? This has been really great.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing. It looks
Yeah,
like
my
an
pleasure.
amazing keyboard.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, anytime.